Hey everyone, welcome back to The Hidden Brick, where today we're going to build the LEGO Nexo Knights Axles Rumble Maker. This is set number 70354, 393 pieces. And pretty cool set. Nexo Knights is my second, maybe my third favorite LEGO theme. So I'm a big fan of Nexo Knights because, you know, there's so many different themes in LEGO right now that it's hard to choose between all of them, but this is easily one of my favorites. So we're gonna bust this open, see what we have in there. I like the fact that the Nexo Knight stuff kind of is like a transforming or two-in-one style set. So we'll move this down, see what we have in here. We have numbered bags, bag 3, a bag 2. Here's bag 1. We have a pretty small sticker sheet, and then we have some instruction books that have seen better days. So here's book 1. We have book 2 that's kind of rolled in half, so I'm gonna reverse fold it so it kind of lays flat. All right, so let's open up bag 1 apart. It's a pretty big bag, but there's not many parts in there. It's kind of weird that they put so many parts, or so little parts, in such a big bag. And then there's another little bag that has tank treads, medium size. There's a micro tank tread, a medium, and then a large. So these are the medium ones. All right, so first we have Axel, minifigure to build. So he's a minifigure, but he has this enormous torso, but regular minifigure style legs. So every day is upper body day for him. The helmet, and then the trans fluorescent orange face mask piece. He has a shield. We're going to put the Nexo power that has the, looks like a little tornado piece on there. Pop that on there. Now we're going to build his weapon. So we start with a Travis brick. Got these 1x1 pyramid shaped bricks. Then we have these blades that have the bar. We'll put the bar inside of each one of those holes in the Travis brick. Put a bar through that piece, and that is his melee weapon. Attach that to his hand. Axel is ready for battle. Okay, move him to the side. Next up is the next minifigure, if that's what you want to call it. It's one of the villain figures. It has a printed tile. Where's it at though? It's hiding under there. It's the hidden brick. That printed tile is a rock guy, and he has arms that go in the minifigure holes. I mean the Technic pinholes. They're minifigure arms, minifigure style arms. Then he has this worn, beat up, tattered blade. So that is Brickster. That's the actual name of the minifigure, or mini brick figure. That's it for the minifigures for this bag. So we're going to begin the Rumble Maker, starting with some Technic pieces. couple of anti-tiles on the underside. Okay, 2 more brackets. And 2 of these cheese slopes. We have the modified plate that has the stud launcher gun on it. Put those both there. And those will get the trigger. Put that on. It's the snap of no return. Once that trigger's in there, it is not coming out. I have 2 of these printed 1x1 tiles. And then the 45-degree slope with the tile on the top. I tried to save it, but it hit the ground. There we go. This piece will go right there. Now we have 2 friction pins here. Piece slides right in there, and then we have a 3 long friction pin that we put in here, and it'll line up with a pinhole. It's on the side of that tube piece. It's kind of like a droid body. So we have a T-shaped lift arm. We're going to put a clear tile, and then this Technic piece slides all the way through the back. Attach that on right there. All right, 2 more Technic pieces. And 2 more there. Looks good. Here's our non-friction pins, and these will be the axles for our wheel pieces we're going to attach. So the wheels are going to be this piece, and we're going to put 2 of them on. They're going to more or less face each other. Just like that. Next up is our tank tread parts. And this is probably the only repetitive part of this build. So who knows, I may fast forward through this in the final cut of this, but we need to put all 50 together. So here we go. Okay, we have all of them put together. They usually give us 1 extra. So what I'm going to do is just kind of fold this in half and find the midway point, snap it apart because we need 2 of them. It looks like they're both the same length. maybe they didn't give us an extra one. Yep, they're the same length. So we'll put one here. I actually didn't count these. Every single one that was in the bag, I just connected it. So it does look like it's a little loose. So let me see if I remove one of these treads, if it'll make it a little bit tighter. Yeah, that looks like it still could use another one to be removed to make it just a little bit more tight. There we go. All right, so I'm going to remove 2 of these. Now, typically Lego, when they design these sets, they design them to be a little loose. But I like the treads to be a little bit more tight like that. So we have 4 extras. Really, we're probably more than likely supposed to have 2 extra. But I think this tightness of the treads looks better. Okay. So the next thing we have is a couple of studs for our stud launcher. And that completes bag number 1. So move some of these extra pieces off to the side and we'll move on to our second bag right now. Okay, our second bag of parts is beginning, I guess, the top portion of the Rumble maker. No minifigures in this bag. We are just going to keep on building. See, that piece goes there. We got a trans orange stud. We got Shima yellow plate. Plate goes there. Put that to the side. We have another piece that looks very similar to what we just built. And this one will attach right there. So we have this big pre-molded frame piece. It's gonna get friction pins, 2 on each side. And then on the inside we have these modified plates that have the friction pinholes on the side. Pop those in. And the last thing we have is 2x2 round plate right here in the middle. Oh, that's not the last thing. Last thing is this dark blue 2x4 plate. So this piece will pop in right there. So I'm wondering if that's where Axel will sit. It's a big enough compartment for him. All right, so we're gonna put some Technic axles with a stop, along with 2 brackets. And 2 more plates. Now this one is going to have plates there and plates here. So that looks good. see, we have hinge plates and some wedge plates. This really long brick goes there. And a couple more of our transfluorescent orange studs. 2x4 brick. So far this set has actually been really easy. Not that I was expecting it to be hard, I'm just, the picture makes it look like this really complex and hard set to build, but it's not been that hard at all, which is a good thing. Okay. Let me back up. It looks like I missed this piece. We have two trans orange studs there. Now we could put this sloped piece on there and it actually holds on. Okay, we have a Technic build. Piece slid in there. Have a pin joiner. Another pin piece here. So it shows this turned upside down. Slide that in. Just like that. And we have another one for the other side. Okay. Another pin joiner. Line everything up here, and that all slides together just like that. Alright, so next, kind of a weird little piece with some Technic pieces on here again. That part in there, dark red brick. And this will go right there. Appears we're going to make another one. Now we have this, let's see, turn it this way. So this is where it's kind of getting a little confusing because we're flipping and turning the model different directions. Okay, we have this long wedge plate. Put some pieces on the top, including this turntable plate. And we have some orange ingot pieces, which are kind of cool. This blade part. turn this back around. It shows this being attached like that. It's actually kind of flimsy, it doesn't hold on too well. Hopefully we'll make it a little bit stronger. So we have the other side, which looks like to be very similar, just the opposite hand. And we'll put 2 more hinge plates on here. Hopefully that'll help hold that on a little bit better. It still feels kind of flimsy. This is definitely a rainbow of color set. It's not one predominant color so far in the set. It's a lot of yellows, blues, oranges, grays, reds, all kinds of stuff on here. All right, we have our first sticker, and it is sticker number 3. That will go there. And this will attach right there. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's go with it. Can't play with it yet. We just gotta keep building it and then figure out at the end if we did it right or not. Next sticker is sticker number 6. And it appears this one will go. Come on. Right there. So we have a lot of stuff kind of moving around right now, but we still have a lot to go to finish this build. So that completes bag number 2. So let's move on to our 3rd and final bag right now. Okay, we have all of our bag 3 parts out ready to go. We have our final minifigures. First one being Rogul. This is one of the villains. Has the rock base and the purple hood. And we're gonna have a little weapon, the lightning weapon. There's the blue lightning bolt. There it is. That will attach there and clip on here. Now the head does have a double printed face. You see it's kind of got the lightning eyes, which actually look really cool. Then you have just the straight face yellow eyes. I'm actually gonna put the lightning eyes on. I like those a little bit better. And it does come with a forbidden power. So unlike the Nexo powers that's turned like this, like a shield, the forbidden powers are turned upside down. And this looks like a ball and chain that's on fire. If it'll focus. There it goes. I was going. There it is. So that's your forbidden power tile. Now our last figure is Axelbot. The Axelbot figure has it's kind of like a skeleton. It has the legs that pop on. Has a little shield. Has these little rubber arm, shoulder pieces, but then a bar that just slides in for the hand. And the bot is going to have the robot head. It's a single printed face. Does have a knight's helmet on. And he's just going to be holding a little axe. So that is Axelbot. And that completes our figures. Alright, so we're going to keep on moving on with the rest of this build. So we have a couple of these long Technic axles attached to that thin lift arm. Then we'll slide these two long blue thin lift arms on. A couple of red bushings. And two of these reddish brown axles with the stop. Next up is 3 Technic bricks. 1, 2, 3. Axle joiner with the pins, and then a 2 long lift arm. 2 pin joiners. Shows this turned this way. Bracket with this half pyramid shape slope. Now we have 2 of these hinged plates. Have a printed slope control panel piece, and then 2 inverted baby bow slopes. Alright, so we have our wedge windscreen. We're going to put stickers on here. We have sticker number 4. Try to put these on as straight as possible. And we have sticker number 5. There. Okay, so we have those white pinholes there. Slide this axle all the way through. Then we bring this top portion over. Connect those right there. Okay, cool. So that makes that little play feature. So that finishes that off. So, moving on to the next steps. This printed tile that'll go here. Two of those studs and some wedge plates. Let's both go there. 2 more wedge plates. One here, one here. Next is an assortment of tiles. All right. We have another one of these windscreens, and we have more stickers. Sticker number 1. And guess what time it is? Last sticker time. We'll go there. Piece will go there. Very good. So we'll move that to the side. We have a few more pieces to make to kind of complete this thing. So this is going to involve some Technic parts. Looks like we have a lot of Technic left over. Well, not left over, but still to go, I guess you would call it. Okay, we're going to put those 2 pieces in there. Slide that on. We have another gear on there. 2 more. One here. 5 long lift arm. And this gear will go there. So these 2 pieces slide in like that. Okay. Make sure they still turn, as with any Technic. As you connect it, you have to make sure that you don't bind anything up and everything still turns. All right. So those look good. Now we have this wedge piece here. We have these 45-degree slopes that have the tile on the top. The trans fluorescent orange Nexo tile, undecorated. Undecorated means it doesn't have a print on it. So that goes there. Bring this over. Those will both go there. Now we have these really large Technic gears. You see they interlock perfectly with that black bevel gear. So when I turn this big one, this one turns, which then turns this axle here. See how everything's interconnected. That's the beauty of Technic. It's one of the reasons why I like Technic a lot. So we have these large wheels and tires. So we'll slide that wheel on the tire. That'll slide in here. We'll cap it off with one of these trans fluorescent orange pulley wheels. Turn it back around. We have this large mining gear that we're just going to simply slide. Now if you notice on the inside there's a little gear pattern that goes around it, and that will actually interlock with this light bluish gray gear. And there's nothing secure holding them on just yet, so when I tilted the model, the other one I just put on fell off. So I'll slowly put that one on. So now we're going to create the little pieces that'll hold it together. Basically that. Put that on. Create the other one. That will go there. So remember our gear in here, this big gear connected to the bevel gear, which turns the light bluish gray gears. Those light bluish gray gears are connected to this mining piece. So you can see when I turn this wheel, or the large gear, it's turning that. And in turn, when you roll this, both of them turn. You can see that's our manual play function. Okay, so the next thing is the drilling tips. We'll slide this Technic piece in there and put a trans fluorescent orange cone shape on the end. And then these will connect right there. So under here we have this black piece with the pinhole, and then we have that pin on that back side. So that will connect on there, just like that. And just like that, it completes our build of the axle rumble maker. So we will take an axle, take a shield off, and connect it right up here on the front. That's what that little piece up there is for. They show his blade being attached under here. And then he can sit down and fit perfectly in right there. It shows the axle bot just kind of hanging out back here. Guess I don't know what he does. I don't know how they expect him to. Maybe he's. So let me pop this off. Maybe his feet grip onto that. Yeah, and then that little piece back there holds him in place. So that'll work. It's actually a two-seater. You can fit another bot back there. If you have a lot of the Nexo Knight sets, then you may have another bot. And then the play feature here is you push this back and forth, and it'll kind of make these blades kind of in a cutting fashion forward like that. And that is it. So that is really cool. Now, the one thing I personally do not like about this is the color scheme. I wish this was more of like along the lines of some more space colors like the grays, and I mean, I don't mind the dark blue. That doesn't look bad, but I don't really care for all of the yellow and orange. Not necessarily the trans orange, but some of the other orange colors. But other than that, it's a really, really cool set. You can see the cool spinning drill bits that are on the front of this thing that make it really, really fun to play with. Not only for me, but probably for all kids that have this set. So anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Put a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Don't forget to check out the links I have down below if you want to see more Lego build videos. If you're new to my channel, let me know how you found it. I'm always curious how people find my videos. So I want to make my videos as accessible as possible to really any LEGO fan. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you found my video and if you liked it or not. And we will see you in the next one.